Hey everybody, I got out my Gibson ES 335 60s guitar in honor of a very special artist who passed away this week, Brian Wilson, who died at the age of 80 this week. And the Beach Boys, Carl Wilson and the Beach Boys always played a Gibson ES 335. So I bought this. This is, according to Gibson, as its official title for this guitar is a 60s guitar. And so how appropriate, because this is a perfect kind of guitar for the Beach Boys. You know, people think Gibson ES 335 60s, I sometimes think they're always thinking of like Clapton or Alvin Lee, or you know, some of the like some of the Mountain Jam by the Allman Brothers or something. But a lot of it was popular music of the day. You know, Wrecking Crew, Brill Building, and Beach Boys. But Brian Wilson was such a good songwriter. I think we all know that, and that the tributes have been pouring in. And I've been watching several of the videos on YouTube that I've enjoyed. Rick Beato had one on God Only Knows. That seems to be the song that a lot of people are referencing as such a good song. You know, Good Vibrations is another one, and kind of like God Only Knows. That's kind of complicated. I mean, it's when you hear it on the radio, it's just kind of sing along. You know, it doesn't. But so it's deceptive in how well organized and constructed that song is. But this is Surfer Girl. It's one of his first songs. Came out in 1963 along with Little Deuce Coupe. And you know, I was watching War of the Worlds last night. And I was watching War of the Worlds last night with Tom Cruise, 2005. And, you know, the Martians are taking over the Earth, you know, and these are space invaders, and they're not friendly kind of take me to your leader type of space invaders. These are like old school horror movie space aliens, you know, they're just ugly, you know, killing everything, taking everything over. And it looks like the Earth is going to, human civilization on Earth is going to fall. And Tom Cruise is trying to protect his little daughter, the Tom Cruise character. And he sings in a kind of hushed voice with everything looks like you're at your darkest hour. He sings, "She's my little Deuce Coupe. You don't know what I got." And it just was kind of a profound moment to me, that like American youth, the American boyhood of this, you know, that'd be about Tom Cruise's age too, right here. That, you know, it's just a hearkening back to an innocent time. And to me, that's what the Beach Boys are. They're the California myth, you know, the kind of wholesome too, by the way. A lot of these guys kind of grew up in the Leave It to Beaver, Ricky Nelson, Ozzie and Harriet Nelson era, and there's nothing wrong with that. They were wholesome. Somebody's driving by my house. But anyway, I'm going to play this. It's kind of a 50s chord progression song, and you know, the 50s chord progression, you know, that's the root chord of, if we're in D, the root chord D, then the relative minor, which would be B minor, then a G, then an A. And that's the 50s chord progression. So like in C, it'd be C, A minor, F, E. So you got, oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. So many great songs. Or what's another 50s chord progression? Blue moon, you saw me standing alone. Or what's another one? Oh, my love, my darling, happy birthday. I hungered for your touch alone. There's so many. What's another one? I should have known from the very start that girl would leave me with a broken heart. Listen, people, what I'm telling you, I keep away from a run around Sue. Some of those songs weren't too good. I like Run Around Sue. I miss the warmth and the smile of her face. I miss her touch and her sweet embrace. I don't know, your 9th grade English teacher would probably say that's not very good rhyming in a way. It's kind of sing-songy and predictable, but you know what? Hell with her. I love it. I love it. But anyway, so the Surfer Girl is kind of a 50s, or the heart of the song is kind of a 50s type of progression. And we'll do it in the key of D, but it's really hard to sing in the key of D. You know, my friend Ken Edwards from Ken and Dave, we've got some videos of Ken and Dave performing. He's expert on the Beach Boys. He can play like God only knows on the piano, just perfect. And but we always did Surfer Girl in G, which is easier to sing. So I'm going to play it in both keys. But let's look at Surfer Girl. Just kind of simple, but yet very thoughtful and brilliant in a way. And you think this guy was 18 when he wrote it. It always reminds me of like John Lennon, This Boy, maybe some of those early Bee Gees songs too. You can tell they grew up in the 50s, and the influence of the 50s is strong in some of that early 60s music. But you can also feel the times are changing. It doesn't feel quite like 50s. It feels like 60s. You know, maybe it's just culture, my own associations with it. But when I hear it, I hear 60s, not 50s. And there is a different flavor to it. But the heart of it is, you know, 50s music. So we're going to play, I'll play it in D first, which is the record key. Major seventh makes my heart to a dominant seventh heart come, then to the 4 chord, which is just G undone, then you minorize the G. Isn't that a nice little, and by the way, you can, that little 50s walk, great. You got the little harm background. Surfer girl. Remember when people sang about love and, you know, like going out on dates on a Friday night with your girl, your honey girl? I don't know. Maybe I'm just out of it. I don't hear that kind of innocent teenage romance anymore. Surfer girl, my little. Now here's the second verse. I have seen bridge. Now, I did a video no one ever watches, but it was on the great bridges of songwriting, and I have 2 like that, and I privatized it for so long I don't think anyone ever watched it, but it's on there if you want to go find it. But one of them was this bridge right here, Surfer Girl Bridge. So I'll sing that second verse again. I have seen you on the shore, play it with acoustic guitar chords, that's fine too. Surfer girl, surfer girl, surfer girl. Here's the bridge. We'd ride the sea together. I usually use major 7th there. Go to a minor here. And our love will grow. In my woody you got one of those bridge chords is going to modulate out. Good songwriting. It goes to, it brings you out of it. It goes to E major. Everywhere I go, A, then to a B flat. flat. That's a great modulation. We're not a lot of modulations take you up a full step, which would be go to E, and then you'd probably want to be. See, if you were modulating a full step, you'd want to go to a B. We'd ride the sea together. I will take you. Here's that E. Everywhere I go. Oh. So we're going to go to E flat. So that modulates up from D to E flat. So I say, from me to you, I will. To see. So that's great. So now I do it in G. G's a bummer that it's easier to sing and in some ways play in G. You can play it on an acoustic guitar better in G, I guess. But one thing about you've got to play, instead of a nice major seventh here like that, you need to play one like that, and I've always thought that's a hard chord to play. I need to take the Rick Beato jazz guitar chord, but so I always sometimes play like this. That's an A flat major 7th. But anyway, here it is in G. See, it's a lot easier to sing. I'm higher. But I'm not so high I can't sing it. Little surfer, you're the one made my heart come all undone. Do you love me? Do you, surfer girl, my little surfer girl? Ride the sea together, and I love you. In my woody I will take you everywhere I go up the E flat. So I say, yeah. I'd have to brush up. Let's see. If everybody had known. Let's see. If everybody had known. If everybody had known. Across the USA. You know what? I don't know how those. Ba ba ba. Let's see. I need my friend Ken here. Ba 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 rain. Ba 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 rain. Take my hand. Ba rain. You got me rocking on. Let's get that in a better key. Ba 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 rain. Ba 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 rain. Take my hand. Ba rain. You got me rocking and rolling, rocking and reeling. Ba rain, ba 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 rain. Went to a dance, looking for romance. Saw Bobby Ran, so I thought I'd take a chance. Bobby Ran. You know, I used to, when I was a freshman in high school, there was a senior that would sing that song in our high school choir, and would make the lyrics a little more PG-13. I went to a dance looking for romance, saw Barbara Ann, and something about her pants, but I won't repeat it here. But I just, for some reason, it popped into my mind as a humorous remembrance of high school choir. But oh, what a great song! Well, she's got daddy's car, got her daddy's car, and we're staying now. Let's see. Well, she got her daddy's car and she cruised to the hamburger stand now. Seems like we got old by the library like a total old man now. And with the radio playing, she goes cruising just as fast as she can now. And we'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes her fever away. Well, you knew all along that the guys would get wild to you now. Now you should have. Well, you were done, and thinking that the fun is all through now. Well, cause we got a lot of things to do now. And we'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes her fever away. What's another one? That fun's kind of, it's got this is what passed for juvenile delinquency in the world of the Beach Boys back in the early '60s. She was supposed to go to the library and she went cruising with her friends in her car. Oh boy, and her dad's gonna take away the keys. It says that in one verse. What's another one? Well, since you put me down, I've been out doing in my head. Well, since you put me down, I've been out doing in my head. Oh man, I won't embarrass myself, but what a nice guitar we've got out here. Anyway, that's Brian Wilson, just R.I.P. And you know, I watched that movie. Was it Mercy? But it was about Brian Wilson. And I remember reading this years ago. In fact, I have I did that review of Cream magazine from the 70s, which was a Cream magazine I read when I was like a freshman or sophomore in high school, that talked about the Beach Boys and his mental health issues. And then I remember hearing years ago that he was under the influence of some psychologist. It made it sound kind of nefarious, almost kind of some kind of Svengali shrink or something. If you trust psychiatry, psychology, and all their money-grubbing ways. But and he kind of fell off the face of the earth, you know, and you didn't a lot of the 70s anyway, and for a lot of, I don't know, you didn't see, he was kind of reclusive. You'd see him here and there maybe once in a while, but just a great artist. R.I.P. to Brian Wilson, a very American artist too, by the way. It's American culture, American history, American popular music, which is and California. I think maybe a California that's not around as much anymore. It's the California myth of the 60s. I look at some of those areas today. I wonder if they're that nice today. But that California dream of, I wish they could all be California girls, right? That was another one. But what a great artist, and R.I.P. And he wasn't hard rock. He wasn't a great. I mean, I don't associate him with a lot of fancy piano. I think you'd see him on piano. I don't associate him with a lot of fancy solos and things like that at all. Just good, excellent songwriting and songs. And he had the Beach Boys around, plus some help with the Wrecking Crew sometimes to turn out what were some of the all-time classics of American music, for sure. And long live the legacy of Brian Wilson in America, because it's a very positive contribution he made to American society and culture, in my humble opinion. Thanks. God bless.